Hi, welcome to Altaheren, and today I am at the International Rapier Seminar, and I'm with one of the founders, Reinier van Noort. Hi, Reinier.
Hello, Rob. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so you were, as I say, probably the founder, actually, when it first started in Delft in 2013, was it?
That would have been 2014.
Okay, 2014.
Yeah.
So what was it that you actually wanted to do when you... I've got Marco Danelli who's trying to crouch his way out there.
Sneaky left-handers.
Okay, so why Rapier Seminar? What was it you were actually trying to establish with this?
It was actually you asking me to pick up on the Rapier events that School of the Sword organised.
I don't remember this, but okay, right.
So you asked me if I wouldn't like to organise the next one.
Okay.
And I took up on the challenge.
So what was it that you particularly wanted to do then with the seminar?
For me, it's important to have the technical part of things. It's still important to me. I mean, I don't want to say anything like no tournaments or whatever. People know I have tournaments, I do tournaments. But I try to fight technically and I try to emphasize that. With this event I want to bring together excellent instructors to show the beautiful art of Rapier in a way that at a mixed event it's always diluted with people going to other weapons. The International Saber Symposium showed an excellent example of having a weapon-focused event that works very well. And the International Rapier Seminar, it's done differently, but the idea is the same. You get a number of good instructors together who are willing to learn and have a good time and learn things.
Okay, so I mean, you say it's not a tournament. Obviously, there is a tournament this afternoon, but the focus is not actually really on who's the winner and who's the medal. There's a lot more on the individual who demonstrate the most technique, as we said. Would you like to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing in a way. But of course, there is a prize for the winner of the tournament. But additionally, there's a bigger prize, a better prize for the person showing the best fencing. Ideally, it's the same person who would win both.
So is that actually, when you say fencing, I mean there's a lot of different interpretations about what constitutes that. Is it reflective of, say, a particular treatise, or is it something that's showing more of a general form? How does that transpire?
Well, like I said, it is a difficult thing to judge.
Hugely subjective, of course.
It's very subjective as well. And what might be good fencing according to one treatise is horrible crap according to another, which doesn't make it easier. We have a number of very good instructors here to look at the fencing and hopefully recognize. And there's a number of markers that you'd see in most styles, like going for the good targets, controlling rather than just using speed and prayer to not get hit in return, control over yourself, control over the opponent, that kind of thing are markers you find overall. But how that's achieved might differ from style to style. So there we also have to try and recognize different styles and how well people are doing them.
Okay. And then finally, we've had 3 years. This year's looking as big a success as last year in Dublin and obviously in Delft the year before. What's for the future?
We'll see. I really like this idea of having the event travel to different locations, which means you can always draw in a different crowd. One of the things we do here is we ask the instructors to teach a basic class and an experience class, and that was something I started in Delft because the group I had there was not big enough to carry the whole event. And you can expect some people from outside coming in, but for having people travel to a different country to do an event, you want them to have a nice high-level class instead of a typical beginner's class you get in a mixed event. But at the same time, to be able to afford the event and the instructors, you need people locally coming in who might not have the experience with Rapier, especially in the Netherlands back then. So that's why I asked my instructors to teach one advanced class, one beginner class. So the beginner class would be there for the people locally, and the advanced class for the advanced people to actually want to organize in a way.
Okay.
So I hope to continue that format. I hope that it continues to move so we are able to get different crowds.
Is there anywhere in particular you fancy going? Obviously you've got the big events in Italy and Spain.
I was very happy to go to Dublin last year.
You want to go back to Dublin?
No. My preference for next year would be somewhere in Germany. I think there's a lot of really good groups in Germany, but they don't reach out as much internationally as many other countries. But there's an interesting number of people there that I hope to get involved next year.
Okay, Reinier van Noort, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Hi, it's Rob Runacres from Alta Heron, and I'm at the International Rapier Seminar, and I'm with the famous Marco Danelli, swordmaker extraordinaire. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Okay, very well, thanks. And so you are here, you're teaching.
Yes.
What are you teaching?
Oh, it's going to be mostly about blade engagement and binds and pushers, everything to do with what is not getting made in tournaments.
Okay. What is it? Why this particular area? Why did this come out?
Because I think there's been a definite shift towards relying too much on speed and timing more than technique, and especially in the rapier. So I thought that if people get a grasp of what you can actually do with that weapon, they may actually find out that you can win tournaments using that.
Okay,
So
excellent.
I want to get on their side.
Well, obviously, most people are going to want to know about you as a sword maker. You are very busy at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, more or less is 10 months wait on the standard weapons and 14 months wait for the customs.
And that's just down to the huge volume of orders you've
Yes,
got.
at the moment we are managing to produce 30 swords a month, but we capped out there because I need to get a bigger space and more people to work.
Well, what do you think is actually the thing that slows you up? Is there a particular type of sword that people are ordering that takes a particular amount of time, or?
Well, let's say the HEMA customers are the most difficult to please.
Okay.
And sometimes it's a struggle to cope with the demands about being swords to be long and broad and sturdy but extremely light.
Right. Okay.
So, and also trying to cope with something that must be strong enough to withstand hours of practice every week, but being light enough to be comparable to the regionals, which were built in a weaker way, because they didn't meant to be lasting for through abuse in training. So that requires a lot of time. Sometimes reworking swords are basically done just because it doesn't feel right.
And is it the hilt that's taking up the majority of the time, or is it replacement blades? Or?
We have almost no replacement blades at all. I think that we have a 1% of blades returning.
Okay.
So from that we are covered. We offer usually full warranty of everything, because
It wasn't actually the quality of the blades I was asking. I was meaning when the way in which you're producing the weapons. Do you find? You do a lot of hollow grinding. And you take a lot of time on your blades. Is it that takes your time, or is it the fine work? And we're going to look at one of the swords in a second that actually takes up the time on this.
Well, not too much as of now, because we managed to refine the technique we used to create hologram blades, and so as of now it's not too much of a struggle in that. It's more about trying to get the right weight and the right feel. Given the right flex is no longer an issue, we found a way. And,
Fantastic.
yeah, we build our own machines to do it, so now it's a little bit easier to do it.
Okay. Let's have a look at one of your swords.
Oh yeah.
Particularly beautiful.
What for me is the most complex hilt that, when it goes to shapes and not decoration, the most complex hilt that has ever been produced, which is a late Type 2 Bisquivona. Is I don't know how many welding spots and many parts. It's like endless forming and shaping, and yeah, this is more or less the result. This one too has been made for fencing, so it ends up being 1,300 grams, 1,350 grams, something around that.
Now, to be absolutely clear on how this is made, all of this work has not been just machine cut.
No,
This has all been handmade.
Yes, it's all hand cut. Each of these small branches, small bits has been cut to be put in a weld together, file it up and clean. Or each section you see meeting another branch that is a different part that's been just welded together. So there are almost 200 welding spots. The whole hilt, and it takes a long time.
Could you describe talk a bit about the blade itself?
Like all our fencing blades, the edge is you can't really see, but it's around 2 mil. So especially for the cutting weapons, We try to make them flex only in the last third, so the blade stays strong in the bind. And from half it starts slightly curving, but most of the flex is at the very end of it. Well, I think that shows in the pictures.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, roll tip. And yeah, we decided to hollow ground all the blades because you need to have an edge on the fencing weapons. So we try to remove the extra weight that we add on edge from the central part of the section. Also, the central reach allows us to make a definitely strong blade without having to make it too heavy. So we think that we are pretty close to the regionals in terms of weights for our blades. And then everything else is what it is. lots of time and effort and sweat.
Okay, do you have anything else you can show us?
Oh, well, randomly here today I got the last addition to the entry level lineup, which is Italian dueling saber. It's going to be on sale soon. We're trying to get the last detail done. It is 600 grams. It's very light, very flexible. It is what a Radelli or a Pecoraro period saber should be. And soon it's going to be followed by a Hutton and then a military saber.
Fantastic.
And there is, same process as the other one. It's all ground. It's a wide section blade. Many originals were actually like that later, originals. And it just works fine. Sadly, I don't have too much to show today.
Okay. Well, Marco, thank you very much for your time. It was always a pleasure to see you.
It's always a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. Marco Danelli, thank you very much. Hi, I'm with Fran Terminiello at the International Rapier Seminar. We've got to be really quick because the competition is about to start. So, Fran, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, cheers. So, tell us about this event.
Okay, the International Rapier Rapier Seminar, it's not a tournament, is in its third year. We're here in Godalming. The previous year the first year it was in Delft in the Netherlands. Last year it was in Dublin. We have 60 participants. We are sold out. We have 9 instructors, of which you are one, from various countries, from Norway, from Italy, from the UK, from Canada. Some really great instructors, some really interesting classes, exploring lots of different aspects of rapier. So we've got rapier and dagger, we've got rapier and cloak, we've got various different masters, we've got sort of emerging works that are coming to the surface that we're looking into, and we've got the more established, published books that people have out, and interpretations and translations that people are working from. There's quite a significant number of people who are very new to rapier, so we wanted to make this open for everyone. It's not just like an exclusive rapier club. We want to sort of introduce more and more people to it. So we have 2 streams, one for beginners and one for the more advanced students. So we've got a good spread of ability. And
you've got people coming from a long way away. You've got a couple of people from Greece as well. We've got some Norwegians here, all sorts of Poles and everyone. Yes. So it's really drawing people in from across Europe.
Yes, and across
and of course Canada. Yeah, of course, we've got that.
Yeah, the HEMA community is like a little village really, but just sort of scattered all over the world. So it's really nice to get everybody together to study the rapier solely in itself, rather than as a sort of extra thing as part of an event that's got lots of other weapons and styles going on, so it's really good to see.
And you've been prepping this for quite some time.
Yes.
How has it been about? Has it been literally since last year, or has it been...
Yes. So we were nominated kindly by Reinier and Mike, the previous hosts. So it's been going on for about middle of last year, really. So it's been a long time coming. We're finally here. Really exciting. It's lovely to see everyone, and it all seems to be coming together, and everything is, touch wood, working out okay so far.
Okay, so I'm going to let you go, put you out of your misery. You must be shattered, I imagine.
I'm fine. I will probably collapse on Sunday, but I'm just running on coffee and adrenaline at the moment.
Brilliant. Okay, Fran Terminiello, thank you very much.
Thank you.